Good morning, average girl. How are you? Oh, thank you. I thought it was like a makeup kind of morning. It is a makeup kind of morning. I just looked at I converted my watch time minutes from the last 365 days, um, and converted them into hours since we do, they say 4,000 hours, but they're always listing it as minutes. I'm at 3,723 hours. I'm getting really close. I just need to get those people. Really tired. This rain is. Oh, it's still raining. Someone said that you can actually Yeah, yeah. We'll just need to get me to 1K once I hit those, and I'm close. Like I'm like a few hundred away, 300, 300 and some hours away. Um, and then yeah, just similar um number of subscribers away, which is, I think, going to be harder to get. But someone said you can actually, in your analytics, convert it from minutes to hours, but I looked and I can't figure it out. But it's easy enough to convert it with a calculator, so that's what I do. Yuck, rain. It rained. It rained this past weekend, but well, I don't think it's rained since. I don't think it's rained since. I thought maybe it has at night when I wasn't aware. It's not during the day. Yeah, it will be. It will be. I never thought I'd ever get this far. So it is kind of exciting. Yeah, because I've got 742 subscribers. So, I've got to make up that difference. And then I've got 3,723 hours. So it's kind of neck and neck for both of those. The storm turned into a tropical storm as soon as it hit land. Ooh. Huh. How does it turn into tropical when it hits land? Shouldn't it turn tropical before that and then hit land? I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist. I don't know how all of that works, but that does sound weird. My hair is drying. I washed it this morning. Got any residual rat poops out of it? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. You'd think it would turn tropical on the water and die down on land, not do the opposite. Huh. I'm missing Popeye still, but oh, I hope she comes back or finds a good spot. Animals are really good about that, though, finding safety in the smallest little spaces. Well, you guys be safe too, for sure. How I got six thumbs up, but yet there's just you and me in here that we know of. Six thumbs up, and there's only been you and me speaking. That's funny. Not that I'm complaining. I'm not complaining about the thumbs up for sure. I won't complain about the thumbs down. We all know me. I'll break out the beer. Hey, Nanya. Good morning. How are you? Coffee. I can actually stream tonight, you guys. I could do like a trivia thing with my "You Are a Liar" cards or whatever. I haven't done that in forever. But I do work tonight. But when I get home, puppy ain't home. He won't be home till Friday. So I can stream tonight. We could have some fun. Yeah, staying dry. Hopefully your house won't flood. Like, dude, hopefully water stays out of the house. I always worry when we get heavy rains because we already have a basement that leaks. And I'm always worried about heavy rains making it worse. Yeah, continual dumping is not going to be helpful, but as long as it, you know, tapers off or gives it a chance to soak in a little bit before it dumps again. What are we doing? I know. Can't get rid of this little residual cough going on. Oh, and that reminds me, the person when Jess was in here, or no, I don't think it was when Jess was in here. Maybe she talked about it a little bit, but I think I was in one of her streams and she was talking about how, you know, she's had tests done and it ruled out the C word, but they still don't know what's going on or whatever. But what she describes sounds like something that a coworker deals with. Like she's been constantly sick and not feeling well and whatever. And I think someone dropped the C word to her too, which has scared the jeebers out of her because she's only 18 years old or 19, 18 or 19. I think she's 19. So it scares the jeebers out of her. But she went to the ER the other day and they're saying that whatever is going on is chronic because it's been going on. It's not going away. She can't eat anything without it coming back up. I don't know if it's like a severe case of IBS or what, but she actually on the 26th, I think she told me, um, has an appointment for colonoscopy. So I'm hoping that they'll find some things out for her, rule out the C word that's freaking her out, but find out what's going on with her. It sounds very familiar to what Jess is dealing with, but I don't know. I don't know. Gives me hope that the C word was ruled out for Jess. Um, so hopefully it'll also be ruled out for her, but they can figure out what's going on. Yeah, she's only like 18 or 19. I can't remember. She told me. like one of the last times I was working with her, and 18 or 19, I think maybe 19 or whatever. She calls me her work mom. I'm her work mom. Yeah, but she's been sick a lot. Yeah, for sure. I worry for her because yeah, she's way too young to be. Not that Jess is too old and whatever. She shouldn't have to go through any of that either because you know, she's still young too. But I mean, with this girl, her name is Madison, Madison, and yeah, she's still 18, 19 years old. Like she should be, preparing for college and that kind of thing, and you know, getting her life set up. Finding a place of her own and doing this, or and she's worried about her health and has no idea why she's not getting better. It is scary. It would scare me. Hey, Saucy, how are you doing? Yeah, way too young to have to deal with that. Her life outside of school is just beginning, and this is her welcome. But yeah, I messaged her the other day and I was asking how she was feeling, and she told me about the ER and that they said it was chronic. And then she was like, "Thank you for checking up on me, work mom." She's so sweet. You're gonna knock over my coffee. Thank you. Yeah, she's a sweet girl, and you know, every time she's at work, she's not feeling well, and she throws up all the time, and just yeah, she has no idea what's going on, and then somebody just dropped the c word and was like, hopefully it's not that. She's like, what? Yeah, cat butt. Hey, Vanessa. Yeah, I actually, when I was preparing to start the live stream, I had my coffee sitting on my table, and then I was going to go upstairs and do something, but she was jumping all over the table, so I took my coffee with me because I was afraid it was going to be all over and spilled by the time I got back. The mice I noticed are very active at night. I'm not awake to see them being active, but every morning I have to give them new water because they've kicked up bedding into it and it's soaked it all up. So I had to give them I had to rinse out the little water dish and give them brand new water because all that was in there was uh, mushy bedding. Good morning, Southern Belle. And for anybody just coming in, I'll probably stream tonight too and do like a games type stream. Like I have my liar liar cards, and we can play a game and hang out and have some fun. I can actually stream tonight. I do work today, and I won't be home until closer to 9:30, but I can stream after that for a little while because I do also have tomorrow off. Um, and we can have some fun tonight. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I told Average Girl when she came in that it just felt like a makeup kind of morning. But this morning, like about 6 o'clock, Bella wanted out of the room, so I got up and I let her out, and then laid back down in bed. And then 10 minutes later, she's barking outside the door because she wanted back in. And then, like 45 minutes later, she wanted to be back out. And I'm like, for heaven's sakes. I have a game called Liar Liar, and it has cards that have facts on them. Whether they're true or false is what the people have to figure out after hearing the fact. It's kind of fun, and you learn some things too. There were some things that everybody's like, "Oh, that's true," and come to find out, "Whoa, that's false. I've been lied to all my life." Oh, you guys are sweet. Hey, Maple Street. Gotta get you slaving away. Have you sent the hubby a selfie yet? No. The last time I sent him a selfie, it was when I was coming back from vacation and I was sitting waiting for Ian while he was hanging out with Courtney. And I took a selfie and he put that on his wallpaper on his phone. I was like, "Oh, you used my selfie for he uses my new whenever I send him a new selfie, he puts it on his phone." Aw. Yeah, any more these days, you gotta work for only one person to work. You gotta work pretty hard. You have to have a really good paying job, or work bust your butt till it's black and blue. And for the most part, I mean, I my husband wants us to get to the point where I don't have to work. I can if I want to, but right now I have to. And mainly it's because we've had to catch up on bills because years ago we got hit with a $15,000 medical bill, and ever since then things have just been a lot harder because we've had to catch up on things. We got a second mortgage on the house. We refinanced our second car, which is now upside down in payments because of that, and just now we have to play catch up, and I need to work in order to help do that. It sucks. You're welcome. You might as well have a wrench. I mean, your woman has one. Yeah, the game is called Liar Liar. Tara's running around being crazy. I hope that means that she's not too lonely, that she's just having a ball in there by herself. Yeah, catch up it sounds, but yeah, it's not so fun. And the car that we have that we're upside down in payments, there are things that are wrong with it. And I was like, it's a 2006. And it's like, I wish we could just trade it in, but we can't because we owe way too much on it. All right, Maple Street, have a good day. Don't work too hard. What are you doing, Hera? But we can't, I mean, we traded in our good car for the one that we have, for the one that I drive all the time because it's so good in gas mileage and all of that. But the one that's a 2006, we didn't get at a, we didn't get with a warranty or anything like that. So, I mean, we got it at a used car place, whereas the other car we got at the dealer with warranty and all of that jazz. It's the older car that we got at the used car place that we're going to be stuck with for a while, and it's a piece of poo. And then we'd like to be able to, like, we thought about, oh, it would be nice to be able to sell the house and get into something else. Well, we owe too much for that to happen because we've got two mortgages on it. And at the same time, I would like to stay here and just fix it up because I've got so many animals buried in the backyard that I don't want to leave my babies. But, we don't have the money to fix anything up right now either. So we're just kind of in between a rock and a hard place. And it's super fabulous. Hello, how are you? Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Great to meet you. Yeah, there are so many things that I would like to do to this house. I mean, we need to do an overhaul in the basement. We need to rip the subflooring out, like take it back down to unfinished and like redo. We have to redo. And then we need to like redo the walls in here and the floors, and he wants to redo all the kitchen cabinets because they suck. He was like, who put this together? Um and then we would like to fence the yard. It's not a big yard. I actually took a video yesterday just of the yard, and I'm like, it's a silent video just for to show the size of the yard. We've only got like a partial fence, and there's a section missing, and then the end of it is missing, and that's where I would like to be able to hang out. But we're on a like we're exposed to the side street. Yeah, it's an old house. It's like 19. It was built in 1900. Um, but I'd like to have a fence up so that I can use that area for we have a fire pit back there, and um, I would like to have my little ponds back there and like a just a place to lounge. But right now, if we did that, everybody that drove down the street would be able to see us, and I don't want to be exposed in my backyard. I want to be able to have privacy. Your channel is about pushing back on bullies. Ooh, I'll definitely subscribe to you. There, gotcha. Yeah, I want because you've got your fire pit, you've got your ponds, you've got a yard. I was gonna say you've got it fenced in or whatever. Our yard is way smaller. I mean, once we fence it, it's gonna be like dinky. But at least dinky yard will be privatized and we can hang out back there, you know? Right now, it's just like, boom, you could see the neighborhood and the neighborhood could see us. And the alley is like right there too. So it's just, I don't feel comfortable hanging out in my own backyard because everybody can see you being on a side street. Yeah, to relax. And like we would use the fire pit right now. We can't use our fire pit, it's broken. So what I want to do is just like get some bricks and things and make, just, make one out rather than having the wrought iron one that we have that's broken and rusted and, all of that. Um, but it's got a nice place that they put, and it's um, like they put the cobblestone things down where the fire pit is sitting. But I mean, when we would sit out there at the fire, we're like 5 feet practically from, or we're pretty much like 5 feet from the sidewalk, a few more feet from the street. So we're just so close to everything. I think everybody at some point was bullied when they were younger, and that's I don't understand how I have a hard time wrapping my head around, you've been bullied, so you become a bully. I'm the opposite where if something's happened to me and I know how it feels, I don't want to inflict it on somebody else. But there are a lot of cases where somebody severely bullied will become a bully. And I have a hard time wrapping my head around that. But I guess it's also the same with, the abused become abusers because it's all they know. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I have my flaws. I do have my flaws. Not perfect person, but I appreciate that. We've been talking about building an awning in front of the house, for instance, like this, where the dogs could be. Yeah, we do have like a big overhang in the front, so unless it's blowing in, which it has done, Brinley can be out front even when it's raining. She'll end up sometimes peeing and pooping on the front steps because she doesn't want to get down into the water where it collects. Yep, nobody's perfect. Vanessa's perfect. And I would like to put like they now have outside of the grocery store, they've got the fall flowers and the pumpkins and things like that. And I would love to put like the fall flowers, like a couple of pots in the front, but Brindley would totally destroy them. What I need to do is put them off to the side where I would like to put like a pond or something. Like right at the side of the house, we've got this garden area that I'm not using as a garden. The only thing in that area is weeds that are cut down and a hosta. And that hosta was there when we moved in. But when my husband was like weed whacking, he's like, that hosta is just driving me crazy. And he chops it down. And I'm like, you chopped down my hosta. But it keeps coming back. It's the one thing I don't have to worry about. It just comes back and it does its thing. And it's the only thing in that garden area. But we used to have a bench there. And I would like to be able to put something else back. It's just right here outside this window. And you could sit there, watch the world go by or whatever, but I could sit there with a little pond and, I want my pot, I would like to have a couple of potted flowers, like the fall flowers are pretty, and then a couple of pumpkins, put that out there and just hang out. Yeah, she's in the curtain. I can see I'm going the wrong way. She's in the curtain, using it as a hammock again. Luckily, Brinley hasn't dug any holes. She does find things that she thinks, hey, this looks good to eat. And I'm surprised she hasn't died of some severe illness because of the things that she finds. Hey, Evie, how are you doing? I got your email. So when I do start working on the video of everybody's pets, I've definitely got yours. Your kitties are adorable. Your nose is itchy. Cannot wait for the pet club. I think it's gonna be cool because and then somebody commented like I have like 16 pets, and I was like, show them to me. He's got like he or she has like 13 snakes, um, or whatever, and I'm like, like in the video, I said I don't care if you've got 20 pets, send me 20 pictures. I don't care. I'll post them. The more, the merrier. Oh, she passed away. Oh. Yeah, maybe I should put a couple of my because I have a couple of cats that had passed away. One passed away in 2014. The other one passed away last year, and they're both buried in my backyard. I could put those pictures up. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be fun. Aw, too. Aw, I'm so sorry. That's so sad. That's always hard. I got cat hair. Aw. When my cat died in 2014, he always spent time up here. And for like the first several months, he was white, and there was like white cat hair all over the back of the couch. I couldn't even bring myself to vacuum it up. I was like, I'm just leaving his cat hair right here. Um, and my other cat would hang out here all the time. I think she missed him. She was acting depressed for a while, which was sad. I ended up crocheting like a little thing. It was about that long, and I crocheted his name into it, and I put it on the back of the couch here on top of his hair. I still hadn't removed his hair, and I put it on top of his hair, and she just sat on top of it all the time. And she was never the kind. She was never lounging on the back of the couch like this. She never did that. She would lounge other places. But after he passed away, she was always lounging on the back of the couch where he would always lay. You got one dog. Her name is Bella. I have a Bella dog. Blue Pit and Chocolate Lab mix. Ooh, sounds pretty. My Bella is a Shih Tzu, and then I have an American Bulldog named Brinley. Yeah, yeah. She was depressed for quite a while, and I was worried about her. I'm like, how do you do you how do you help? Like, what do you do? I was like, is there cat counseling? I I didn't know what to do. She was always so sweet, and I mean, she was still sweet, but she would always want to be around us and everything. And for a while, she was just like, I want to go into the basement and be by myself. And just, or she would do things that she didn't normally do. And she just had this aura about her that was just like, ooh, I felt bad. I was like, she needs kitty counseling. She needs some antidepressant or like, I don't know. She needed something. Yeah, YouTube gets rid of some comments now. I don't know why it is. Because I also noticed, I don't know if you noticed, Average Girl, when Fo was streaming last night and the comments were going up on her P- PS4, in the comments on that screen, there would be comments in the chat that wouldn't make it up on that screen. Did you notice that? Because then she wouldn't see them because that was the chat she was seeing. But some of our comments weren't going from YouTube to the PS4 comments. I noticed that. Is this like the time of year for fruit flies again? Because we're like, where are the fruit flies coming from? We're getting gnats, fruit flies, whatever they are. And the kitchen, the dishes have been kept up on and all of that, and they're like hanging out the kitchen sink and stuff, and in the bathroom. And I just swatted at one. Like, where are they suddenly coming from again? We haven't had them since like spring. They get really bad around late spring or whatever, and then they go away. Now they're back again. I hate it. Saucy, in my video description, there will be an email there, and you can email to me. All right, average girl. I don't have a well, I have a garbage disposal, but we haven't used it in a few years because it's broken. And they're not hanging out at that on that side of the sink. They're hanging out on the other side. I don't know. We haven't used our garbage disposal in years because it broke. It doesn't work. The bees are bad now too. Huh. We haven't had any bees in the house, but we end up with um the gnats or the fruit flies for sure. Um and we've kept the sink clean. I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. Um Average Girl sent me pics of hers through Hangouts, so email's not the only way that I'll take them. But a lot of people only have that access for me, so pour bleach down the sink. Yeah, I'll have to do something because it's annoying. My husband came home from work yesterday and was like, "Have you noticed we got all these gnats again? Like, where are they coming from? I don't understand it." And I'm like, "I don't know." I said, "They're in the bathroom too." She loved showing her stomach off. She's cute. She looks like a big cat. Abby's Animals. Hello, how are you? You are in the right place. If you're an animal person, yes, you are in the right place. Hello, how are you? Thank you for coming. I should put up if you anybody wants to come up on panel with me. You can. You can. Put this. We have apple trees out in the yard, so that don't help. Yeah, we have our trees that I hate have berries, and although this year we really didn't get them, but they would when we do get them, they fall off, they get crushed, then we get flies, a lot of flies. You're in your PJs. It's 2:12 a.m. Well, I'd be in my PJs too. Over here we got sand fleas there. Ooh, ooh, that just doesn't even sound. Ah, ah. Yep. I even when we would have fleas in the house, even putting out a pan, just a pan of dishwater and shining a light on it. If you had a really bad flea problem by morning, you would see a bunch of them just floating dead in the water because they're attracted to it. They're attracted to the light, and then they can't get out of the dishwater. Um, and we'd have fruit flies or gnats get in there too. Oh yeah, I would definitely. Definitely be checking you out. I like animal channels. You've got guinea pigs and hamsters and ooh ooh ooh. I had guinea pigs. I don't have guinea pigs now. I've got rats, but I had guinea pigs. I had a guinea pig named Reese. She died. That's so sad. Yes, I will definitely be checking you out. Cute, cute, cute. Do you have a bunny too, or bunnies? I've got a bunny. I did have two bunnies, but a couple, 3 weeks ago or whatever, one of them passed away. I've just got my one bunny. She seems to be doing okay though. But I've got rats. I've got 5 rats. My son's got 4 rats, so that's 9. And then I'm holding on to one for somebody else um, until she can take it home. So technically, I've got 6 until she takes hers. And then we've got 2 dogs and 2 cats and several fish tanks. Rats are awesome. Rats are awesome. And then I've got a couple of mice that are just for breeders. Um, Breed them for because we have a feeder shortage. There's feeder rat and mouse shortages, and I figured, hey, so I have a male and female mouse that have already they recently had babies. I don't have them now, but next time they have some, I'm gonna try and get some other males and females so I can have more than one pair, so I can have different stages of babies for it'll be hard for me to sell them as feeders because I'm just like that. In fact, my rats were feeders that I brought home to save them. So I have that kind of heart where I'm like, oh, but I also could use the extra money, and I know there's a demand for feeders. So I can't do it with rats. There's no way I can do it with rats, but I'll try it with mice. And if I find that I can't, just don't have the heart to do it, I'll just rehome the mice. Yeah, rats are cleaner than people think they are, and they're not. Yeah, they're not diseased. They're domesticated rats are basically like domesticated dogs. They are the dogs of the rodent world because of how intelligent they are, and All right, I got it. Oh, it's Judy. Judy, Judy, Judy. Yeah, and that's what I would love to have a snake, but I would be afraid that my snake would be picky and not want to eat frozen. So I would not be able to feed live. Um, and I'm gonna have a hard time because even at work, because I work at a pet store, and even at work, if somebody wants a pinky mouse or a fuzzy mouse, which are newborns, they're not, their eyes aren't open, their ears aren't open, they haven't even had a chance to see the world. And then we're feeding them to something. They haven't even had a chance to live. It makes me feel really bad. And here I am ready to try and breed them to do the same thing. But there is a demand for it. We ran out of feeders at work last last weekend, and we just got them Friday. And we don't get more until Friday. So for a week, people can't come and buy any, but they have snakes to feed. So I was like, "Hey, I'll see what I can, if I can't do it, I'll back out of it. But if I can do it, I'll just try not." I haven't even named the mice because I was like, "What should I name them?" My son is 17, and he was like, "Don't name them, you'll get attached." And I was like, "Look at them, they're sleeping together." And he was like, "Stop adoring them." I get sucked in, but I'm gonna try. I don't have a snake, so oh, you have yeah, I don't have a snake because um of the whole possibly having to feed live. Um, what was I gonna say? But we'll see. And I also thought about breeding crickets. We don't have a cricket shortage, but crickets are a possibility too. It's the rodent feeders that there's a shortage on. Yeah, see, that's what I said. Someone said to me the other day, because you're such an animal lover or whatever, you're probably a vegetarian. And no, I'm not. I'm not a vegetarian. But if I had to kill my own animal, if I had to kill the animals to have the food, I would be a vegetarian because I wouldn't have the heart to do it. Hey, Eric, how are you doing? So I wouldn't be able to live on a farm where I'd have to slaughter chickens or slaughter cows or slaughter pigs. I wouldn't be able to do it. I would not be able to do it. I'll have chickens for their eggs, but I wouldn't be able to kill the animal itself. And it's going to be hard for me. I'll feel bad for the baby mice. I will. I will feel bad for them, but I'll have to look past it. Snakes do have to eat. It's the way of the world. Um, I said the difference is, in the wild, the rodents have a fighting chance. When the snake is hunting, they're not, they have to hunt. Whereas in captivity, those feeders don't stand a chance because they can't get away. There's absolutely no way for them to get away. So that it's harder for me in that respect because I'm like, they're doomed. They don't even stand a chance. You rescued 6 baby mice. Oh, 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 that's sad. And there was a baby rabbit. Some people have already heard these stories because they're regulars or whatever, but there was a baby bunny in my backyard, like tiny. And I was like, "Oh, he's so cute." And I ended up accidentally spooking him. And he ran out into the side street. And I was like, "Oh my God, I got to scare him out of the street so he doesn't get hit by a car." And before I could even react, a hawk came out of the tree across the street and picked it up and carried it off. And I wanted to cry. I was like, "It's all my fault." And my husband was like, "It's a circle of life, dear." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know there is a circle of life. I know the hawk has to eat, whatever. I just don't want to see the circle of life. I don't want to see it." And he's like, "The hawk probably already had his eye on that bunny, and it just was provided the opportunity when it went to the street." And I'm like, "Yeah, and that was my fault." It was horrible. It was horrible. Like I end up putting my thoughts into them, like what's going through their mind, is how I end up thinking, and then I feel bad. Even though I know animals don't necessarily think like us, but there had to have been some fear in that baby bunny. Aw. Hello, classy lady. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Did I ever put that link up? I think I did. Yeah, I did. I am doing good. I am doing good. Sitting, it's nice and quiet in the house, and all I can hear is water from all the fish tanks. I can hear all the water trickles. It's relaxing. I'm drinking my coffee. If I could mobile stream, I would totally be sitting outside listening to the birds or the crickets or whatever. And then obviously there would also be traffic. That's not as relaxing, but I like being outside. Hey, Jeff, we got 11 people in here. I don't feel like we've got 11 people talking. Who's all here? Say hello. Don't be shy. Thank you. I appreciate it. As I was telling Average Girl earlier, she is, hey, Fo. Average Girl had a phone call, but she'll be back. But I was telling her earlier when it was just her and me that I'm getting closer and closer to being monetized. I mean, I'm only at 744 subscribers, so I need to get those up. But my watch time as well, I converted the minutes to hours, and at this point, I'm at 3,723 hours. So I'm getting much closer to the hours needed, and I just need to get those 744 up to 1K, and boom. So I've just got a little ways to go. Hey, TaylorMade, how are you doing? Hey, Scrapper, Miss Canadian Scrapper. It has been hard to get. I've been in the lower 700s for a little while. They bounce back and forth. I found that it was really hard to get to 100. After that, I flew a little bit, and now it's been really hard to get out of this area. because it bounces around back and forth. The watch time keeps rising. But yeah, I'm at 3,723 hours. So I'm getting there, and I'm at 744 subscribers. So I got to work on both of those. I feel like the hours will come before the subscribers. Oh, she was on the phone with you? Okay. There she is. She's going to go shaw this out. And then I've got some merch. I've got a little merch store with some mugs and a pillow and some shirts. Yep, Abby's Animals is a new subscriber. Go check her out. She's got some cuties. She's got a rabbit or two. She's got guinea pigs. She looks like cat. My kind of person. At one point, I did have 5 guinea pigs. I have wanted hamsters, but I've been bitten by hamsters, so I'm kind of like wary on that. I've kind of become a really big rat person because my rats don't bite me. Even my guinea pigs. I had a guinea pig that would always try and bite me. Um, I want hermit crabs. I would like to have a Pac-Man frog. I would like to have a bearded dragon. I have a wish list of animals. But a lot of them have to wait for a little while. I think the next one that I would like to do is the hermit crabs. I would like to do 2 hermit crabs. I have a cat named Lizzie. My cats are Shadow and Oreo, both female, and then I got 2 dogs, Brinley and Bella. Then I have my rabbit Hera. Her buddy Milo passed away a couple weeks ago ish. Then I've got 5 rats. Um, Lexi, Lena, Lucy, Lainey, and Moo. My son has 4 rats upstairs in his room. Riley, Raina, Sagira, and Thea. And then we got 6 fish tanks. The hammock cat. Yep, the hammock cat in the background. She loves to use the curtain as a hammock. Rests her back end in there, and if I were to rip that away from her, she'd fall off. And then I have 3 male betta fish, Phoenix, Oscar, and Luca. And then I have 4 female betta fish that are in a sorority. I have Delta Sigma, Pearl, and Kai. And then I have 2 goldfish, Dorito and Cheeto, and 2 big snails who still don't have names. And then we have 2 large fish tanks with cichlids in them, which in the biggest tank we have Jack, Sal, and Tex, and Blue. And then the other one, there's only a couple in there that have names because they're hard to keep track of. Yeah, Southern Belle has feral cats. Oh, the mama cat ran off. Yeah, I still need to name my snails, you guys. I can kind of tell them apart because their shells look slightly different. I would just have to remember who has what kind of shell if I was to name them. But they need names. They're like big like this. They're like big snails. What the last time I tried to pull one of them out of the tank, it's like they were gripped onto the side, and when I was trying to get them off, they like suctioned to it even harder, and I was like, "Come on!" It takes some doing to get them off. Name one Gary. One of the snails, Gary. See, I don't know if they're male or female. I need to figure out if I have a male and female, or two females, or two males. Having a male and a female would be cool if they would breed. I knew I knew it wasn't going to be after Gary Scandal, but it's funny. He'd probably be like, "You named one after me, Bob or Larry." See, my mice, my breeder mice, and I forgot to mention I've got those mice, but they're not pets so much as my little breeder slaves. Um, but I was like, I could name them Sonny and Cher, or Ricky and Lucy, or Fred and Ethel, or Bonnie and Clyde, or whatever. And my son was like, "Don't name them; you'll get attached. They're not pets. Don't adore them, but they're cute. They're regardless, they're cute. They're hard to tell. I can't tell them apart by just looking at them because they're identical. I have to actually look at their undersides to know who's who." Oh yeah, Gary. It doesn't matter. My son named the gecko Randall, and I recently found out that it was a female, so she has a dude's name. She doesn't care. Yeah. Southern Belle, Hummus passed away. I don't have Hummus anymore. He's gone. Hummus passed away about a week ago. You see, I named my female cat Patrick. Yeah, there are some male names that would work okay. I mean, Randall can be changed to Randy. Because I actually went to school with a girl named Randy, with an I. Yeah, my little hummus fish I don't have anymore. He had a really weird something going on with him. I call her Randina. Yeah, so yeah, I got here. I'll show you the snails. Hands will get wet, but hey, let me get a container too because I can put them down after I've shown. I'll try and show the differences in their shells. Yeah, Randy is I think it's a rude word in a couple of places. I'm coming. I just wanted to get a container with some water in it so that they're not out here dry. I'm trying to grab it and it's like, no, don't take me. Okay, just let go. So go. All right, I got them. I got them. Let me just dry my arm off. All right. So, armed American patriot. Hello, how are you? Yeah, it means horny. So here is one of them. There's a lot of orange up here, kind of like a more of a greeny gray or whatever back here, but a lot of orange up front. Try not to drip all over the laptop. Hiding. Oh, this one's starting to come out, and I'm gonna pick him up. This one, even though it's got like the orange on the front, it's got these stripes on the side that this other one doesn't have. I don't believe so. Well, it does. It has them, but they're not as prominent. It's got them a little bit. I feel like these ones. This one has two prominent stripes. Well, that one has more visible stripes. So there's like the two visible stripes right there. And then this one has three, three visible stripes. Oh yeah, nice and big, big snails. Yeah, they are big snails, and they're gonna get bigger. They're not full grown. So yeah, one with two visible stripes, one with three visible stripes. One of them has more orange on the front of it than the other one. Like this one with the two, the orange goes back further than this one does. This one doesn't go back as far, dripping all over my leg. No more, no inspiration. Yeah, Fo, she mentioned that. How does a storm turn tropical once it hits land? Isn't it supposed to be tropical before it hits land and then die down once it hits land? How does it turn tropical after the fact? Yeah, so these snails don't have any names. No names for these snails as of right now. But they're cool. They're definitely cool, and they love their green beans. They love green beans. I take some frozen green beans out of the freezer. I pop them into the microwave just long enough to unthaw them. Squish them up a little bit with my fingers, like roll them around a little bit to get any air out, so that when I drop them in the tank, they don't float. They sink, and then the snails are like very slow, ravenous wolves that go and then they just wrap their bodies around the bean. It's like it's mine. Hey, Barry. Call one Bubba. I should look up how much Conan is on the PS4. PS4 Conan X price. Let's see. Which one? There's like different ones. There's a refurbished one for like $12.63. Call one haggis. One of them is starting to come out of the shell a little bit. The little tentacles are like, woo. We were talking about my snails, Barry. Oh, we were also talking about Conan Exiles, but we were talking about my snails. That they don't have names. Here's one. Here's a snail. I got two of them like this. They don't have names. 20 bucks. I don't think I've ever had true haggis. I don't know if I could. Stripe 2 and stripe 3. Call 1 2 and 1 3. That's what Average Girl said Gary as well for one of them. At this point I also don't know if either one is male. I don't know which one's male, which one's female. Billy Bob. No, I haven't heard the snails meow. I haven't heard the meow. This one's coming out. This one's coming out. You want to see? I'll let you see. I can click on my own link. Whoops. Here we go. It says I'm backstage. I don't look like I'm backstage. Oh, I think I clicked on the wrong. Here we go. There we go. There they are. So that one was coming out a bit. This one just wants to stay in the shell. I got a bit of a feedback. Let me fix this. There we go. A little bit of feedback. But yep. So yeah, they're big. It's hard to tell this way. They're big. Oh, I think I spooked it. Curly and Mo? No, they're not slimy. Well, their bodies are. If you touch their bodies, they're like jelly. They're like very slick, soft. Their shells are just shells. But you gotta help them keep their shells healthy because their shells grow with them. They're born with their shells. They're not like crabs that will move out of a shell and move into another shell. They need these particular shells. They do grow with them. So those shells have to remain healthy. Tell them that, yeah, they are shy. If they feel like there's any danger, they will, retract. Look at how long the tentacles get, though. Yeah, they're cool. No, they don't bite. I've never bitten me, but I've never had them sitting on my hand. Um, I've never had a snail. I've had snails sitting on me before that if they have teeth. I do have teeth, but it's the way that their mouths work. I don't think that they could actually bite. They suck their food in. I actually have a video up of them eating some of the goldfish pellets. The berries they like to eat green beans. Yep, they love the green beans. They sometimes do when they release themselves from the side of the tank, they'll fall upside down, but they know how to right themselves. They can't stay upside down. They will do their best to flip themselves back over. There he's coming out a bit. He's coming out. Yeah, they'll be slimy like slugs. They need to have their bodies need to be wet. And that down here is the trap door. That's what protects them. It's hard. Um, so when they suck their bodies back into their shell, they'll use that trap door to protect themselves. It covers up the opening. And when they come out, they'll fold that trap door back and then their body comes out. See you later, Southern Belle. See, he's starting to fold his trap door behind him and move. He's trying to move. So like it's crowded in here. This one's talking about coming out, thinking about coming out too. Yeah, that trap door is getting folded back so he can walk around. This one's tentacles are starting to come out. Their favorite food at this point is the green beans. Um, when I get watermelon, I want to put a little bit of watermelon in there because they have had watermelon. Escargot, I wouldn't be able to. Yeah, so this one's body is out. Trap door behind it, body out, starting to move around. Not totally out of the shell though. The foot is out, but um when they come all the way out, you could see their eyes, their faces, their face. Right now his face isn't out. He's just shoving his little buddy out of the way. Oh, there are a lot of kinds of snails. There are also land snails that, will live in soil and stuff like that. These guys need to be in water, but there are land snails as well. Yeah, he's trying to move and he's like, dude, get out of my way. Yeah, StreamYard is a little slow with the comments. I noticed they pop up on YouTube first. Yeah, they're really cool. They're really cool to watch. I've watched them try and eat the same bean. I have watched them steal the goldfish food. They're little characters. They'll attach themselves to the air hose for the filter and like let the bubbles from the filter rush over them like a bubble spa. They're funny. Snails are funny. Ah. So anyway, it's pretty cool. Yes, a slow motion snail crash. Yep. That's why I was like, when they know that that I put beans in, they're like ravenous wolves that are just like, I'm coming to get it. I put a video on my Instagram of one of them was hugging one of the beans and eating the bean. The other one was up on the side and it knew the bean was there, so it was coming down. And I put like a little caption under there. I was like, I'm coming for your bean. I'll be there in a few minutes. Just like because it's so slow, but it's like I want that bean. Hey, Laura. Yeah, here's the link. Where? Passion, do you have any video ideas for me? I don't know what to do. I don't know. You could do a video of cleaning your room. The day in the life of Barry, cleaning his room. I'm teasing. I'm teasing. I should put the snails back. Both of them. Oh, one of them has the front of their face popping out just a little bit. The other one is still like, dude, get out of my way. I'm trying to move here. I'll put them back in the tank. Give me a second. Oh, there's. See, I moved the table and they're like, uh-oh, something's going on. Okay, I'll put them back. Yep, they just very quickly disappeared. I'm putting you back, guys. No worries. Let go of the bottom of the container. Let go. This one doesn't want to go back. I can't get it. It's like suction. There we go. Suction to the bottom of the container. Oops. I'm sorry. All right. They're back in the tank. Now they can do their own thing. Moldy peanut butter. Oh, now I'm going to sanitize my hands since I was handling slimy snails. Yeah, he's cozy in the Tupperware. That was the one that was trying to move around. All the birds look pathetic. Then of course I got my little rat babies. I can't believe that Moo was sitting on my head forever yesterday. The mice are over here. You want to see them? I can show you the mice. I give them new water. They keep putting their bedding in it, and it soaks it all up. Good thing I have that link on my phone that I can just keep going back into it. Let's see. Hi guys. Yeah, this bedding helps a lot more. These wood pellets. Yesterday when I was showing you guys, or whatever day I was showing you guys, and I took the lid off, and I was like, "Woo, they smell." I don't smell that now. This is much better bedding. Let's see. They're like, why'd you open the lid? Yeah, you can't tell the difference between them when you just look. You got to look at their undersides or you can't tell them apart. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Here we go. There they are. Yeah, so over here they got their bedding, all that shredded stuff is just wet bedding. But they had it all inside this little water thing that soaked up all their water. This is where they sleep. Hi, guys. They're super cute. Yeah, they are little, but they're adults. They're not going to get any bigger. Hi. I've got some shredded paper towel here and some yarn scraps for them to make their bed out of so that when she's ready to give birth again, she can make a nest. Yeah, they're cute. Cute little boogers. Yeah, they are curious. And I have heard that I think this one here is dad. This is dad. This is mom. But I have heard that they're upside down. Um they can jump like 15 inches, so I can't leave this lid off forever, especially unattended, or they can jump out. Yeah, they do almost look like rats. Their faces are slightly different, aside from also their stature. And they do have pliable, yeah, this is dad. They do have pliable bones where they can squeeze through really small spaces. Rats don't have those kinds of bones. They just have a different body shape that helps them to squish a little bit, but they can't collapse their bones like mice can. Hi. I haven't given them cheese. Contrary to, I mean, they'll like cheese, but contrary to popular belief, it's not necessarily good for them. Um, just kind of like the same with the rats. The rats like cheese, but it gives them the poops. Um, so just putting them back over here. And what they are eating right now is they're eating dog food kibble. They like dog food. They can eat dog food, cat food. They can eat pasta. Um, stuff like that. Um, Apparently the male was with her when she had the other babies. Because when the people brought her to the store, they were all in the same box. So I don't think it matters to remove him. If I have him breeding with more than one female, I would have to remove her and her babies. So that because you don't want the other potential moms to eat the babies or attack her. So, yeah, and carrots are full of sugar. Yeah, carrots are good for treats for a rabbit, an occasional treat, just like a fruit. But too much fruit's going to give them the runs or gas. Same with carrots. Yeah, rats and mice have a much wider diet, which is really nice. Like that's what I'm not spending all sorts of money on the rats, getting them rat food, or the mice getting them mouse food when they can safely eat dog food. Um, and things like that. Like I bought some dog food home from work that was expired. We can't legally sell it, but there's nothing wrong with it other than the fact that it's reached its expiration date. And I got this huge bag of dog food that my dogs don't eat because they don't eat that brand, but the rats are eating it and they're just great. Yeah, there's some sunflower seeds. They can eat sunflower seeds because they'll crack open the shell and eat those seeds. Oh, I don't know what's for supper tonight. I'm not quite sure. I got to make my own dinner because my hubby's away. But I work tonight, so I don't know. I'll have to figure something out. Let me see if I can find little baby Moo. A lot of them are up. I see Lena. I see Lexi. I see Lucy. I see Lady. There she is. Everybody's awake. The only one I don't see is Madison's. I have Madison's rat in there too, and Madison's isn't there. I'm not sticking you on top of my head right now because I just washed my hair. This is Moo Moo. And this is exactly why she just pooped. I just washed my hair, so you're not going to potty in my hair. Yeah, this is Moo Moo. Hey, Robert. It's a Moo Moo. She's a sweetheart. Little baby Moo Moo. Yes, you're a sweet little girl, huh? Yeah, this is the newest. She came home Sunday, Eric. She does make a great hat. She does. But I don't want you to poop and pee in my clean hair. No. Oh, I'm getting kisses and she just pooped again. It just fell to the floor. Hello, Dylan. How are you? Are you finished? Are you finished pooping? I'm getting lots of kisses. Are you finished pooping? She's pooping on the floor. It's dropping to the floor. I'll have to pick it up, but she's kissing my finger. All right, she's still pooping. How many more poops are coming? How many more poops? Are you finished? I was, and then I saw her, so she came home. I'll probably never be totally done because they have short lives. So, you know, I'm getting all sorts of kisses. All sorts of kisses. What are we doing? Huh? So this is out of all my rats, this is the smallest. And then I can show you the biggest because Lexi will gladly come out. She's thinking about it. Everybody else, watch your toes. Every now and then I squish a little toe in the door. And here's my biggest. This is Lexi. Lexi. Mwah. My special girl. She was my first one. And I got her when she was the size of Moo. Yes, she's a good girl. Yes. Yeah, she's definitely bigger. She hasn't tried to get out of the cage. She's been in there since Sunday and has not tried to get out. Where do you think you're going? Where are you going? I haven't eaten yet this morning either. I smell poop. You didn't poop on me, did you? I smell poops. Yeah, they do have long tails. We had a male rat at work in the feeder bin that I don't know if he got attacked or if he was born that way. It looked like an old injury because it wasn't fresh, but he only had his tail was only like that. It was a nub because part of his tail was off. It wasn't just a short tail. It was you could tell that part of his tail was removed. Ooh, roast. I feel like you are the one that's getting ready to poop because I smell something when you're up near my face. Is your butt smelly? Do you have a smelly butt? I'll put you back. I don't need anybody else pooing on me. All right, gonna put her back. I'm wondering if maybe I smell it because I maybe stepped on what was down here. I can't see it. Possibly stepped on the poop that fell on the floor. I think that is what happened. I ended up stepping on it. It's all good though. All right, folks. This is Be Right Back phone call. We had chicken strips yesterday and they were yummy. Oh no, not yesterday, the day before. What is that flashing going on? I think it's cars driving by and the sun reflecting off of their windshields as they drive by. Yeah, we had like French bread pizza yesterday. It was the day before we had chicken strips and they were yummy. I am getting hungry though because I haven't had breakfast. I'm still drinking my coffee. Yesterday was pizza and appetizers. Mm. No, it wasn't Sunday. I think it was on Saturday. I ordered myself garlic knots from Papa John's because they're in the same shopping plaza as the pet store. And because they're only two doors down from us, two or three doors down from us in the plaza, they give the pet store employees a discount. So for like $4, I got a bottle of Pepsi, just that size. I got a bottle of Pepsi and I got an order of garlic knots for like $4. And it was so good. So good. Excuse me. Ooh, beef and cheddar last night. Ooh, bacon. I want some bacon. My husband bought syrup. I have syrup now. I can make French toast, but I don't have bacon to go with my French toast. I ate 2 pounds of bacon outside. By yourself? 2 pounds? Okay, I'm back. I had to go out to the ladies at the post office. The ladies at the post office not film my mail delivery guy until I wait for him to get back to his truck and get. Ooh, you getting new fish? By yourself, 2 pounds of bacon. Holy moly. Now, the boxes of pre-cooked bacon that you just pop into the microwave, I can eat a whole box of that by myself. Like, I will pop it in and just eat it as a snack. I'm like, mm. One day I was like, I'll just make myself a few strips. And I put them in and I ate them and I'm like, screw that. I've made the rest of the box. Bacon is yum. So I don't know if I could do 2 pounds of bacon on my own. I probably could, and then I'd feel sick after. I love when I'm at like a hotel that has the complimentary breakfast, so I could just load up my plate with bacon. Oh, hello, Kima. How are you doing? How are you doing? I bet you'll be wonderfully happy to know that I have mice now, not just rats. I have mice. They're not pets, but they're also not wild. They're breeders. Yes, we got four more of my rare fish, but I didn't want them sitting on the truck all day. That's the reason why we went up to the post office the day before. Ah, gotcha. I made a pile and didn't have any left for the eggs, so I had to cook more. You made a pile and ate it before your eggs were done. Oh my god, oh my god. Yeah, they are breeders. I got them. They're a male and a female, and they are for breeding so that I could sell their babies as food for reptiles, which is going to be hard for me to do because babies are adorable, but there is a demand for feeders, and I can make some decent money off of it when they're breeding. I would have to weed out some other males and females for future breeding as well because they can only breed for so long. Plus, I need different stages of life, so I don't just have only pinkies or only fuzzies. I want to have different breeding pairs so that I have different stages to offer. But yeah, that's what they're for. That's what they're for. So they don't have names. I wanted to name them, but my son advised me not to. I could, if I'm around when she's giving birth, I can totally like do that and film when she's feeding or taking care of them or whatever. Right now, I don't know if she's pregnant now. She recently had a litter. They were surrendered to me at work or surrendered to work. Um, and she had babies. She had newborns. Um, their bellies were full of milk. They had just been fed. But we took all the babies out and we put them with our feeders. So right now she doesn't have any babies. So I gotta wait for her. Gestation is about if she when she gets pregnant, gestation is 20 days. So it could be within the next month that she has more babies. I don't know. So, um, she could already be pregnant because they can get pregnant while they're nursing. But yeah, it'll be interesting. And then there'll be some babies I want to hold on to just so that I can get another male and female or whatever. But for right now, I just have the two of them. But yeah, I was like, I need to name them like Bonnie and Clyde or uh, Ricky and Lucy or um, Fred and Ethel or Sonny and Cher. My son was like, don't name them or you'll get attached. And I was like, look at them sleeping all snuggled up together. And he's like, don't adore them. Stop it. Yeah, it is a quick gestation. And rats are about the same 20 to 25 days. It doesn't take long, but they're so tiny when they're born. And then when they're pinkies, they're between 1 and 4 days old. They're fuzzies when they're about 5 to 14 days old. After that, they're hoppers, which are basically tiny little, they're like teenagers. They're still babies, but they're old enough to run around and be little shits. Yeah, like the baby rat named Peanut. Yep. Um, and then after that, they're considered adults. So I need to get to the point where I have all stages. So I'm going to need to have a few pairs. Hello, Venture. I don't know how to say your first part of your name, so I'm just going to call you Venture. How are you doing? All right, Kima. Have a good day. Yeah, don't name them. Yeah, that's what Ian keeps telling me. Don't name them. I still think they're cute though. I've watched them do their thing, make their bed, you know, make up their make up their nest and stuff like that. They're still cute. Whether they're named or not, I think they're still cute. Yeah, my stomach would feel gross with too much bacon too, but my eyes would deceive my stomach and then I'd feel sorry. Yes, slightly crisp but with some flexibility. Yep. My husband likes his crisp, whereas I'm like crisp, but yet can bend it and it won't snap. Thelma and Louise, or Thelma and Louis, because they're male and female. But yeah, so they don't have names. They're mom and dad, mama and papa. You like yours crunchy, almost burnt. Yeah, my husband likes his crunchy. I like a little bit of crunch, but still like a little bit of flexibility. I don't know. Do we really need to have an intervention for his bacon addiction? I mean, look at my. I actually got to have some hot Cheetos yesterday. I looked at my husband and I was like, what do you think if I go to Speedway? Somebody's walking in the door. It'd be Stacy. I was like, I didn't know you weren't even here. You went where? Oh, you went to the gym. Ooh, do you have a membership? Yeah. I didn't know. Yeah. Same place your dad goes? Yeah. Cool. Um, I forget what I was saying now because I'm all distracted. Oh, but I looked at him and I was like, I want to go to the gas station and get me some hot Cheetos. Do you mind? And it was like, go for it. So I went and got myself a bag of hot Cheetos. That's my guilty pleasure. We never meet your daughter. I guess they want to see you. Oh man, I just got. She was like, I just got home from the gym. You look fine though. She's just got her hair up. She's got really long hair, like down to her butt, but it's up. There she is. This is Stacy. Yeah. She just got back from I didn't even know she wasn't here for all I knew, because she got off work at 7, right? She got off work at 7 this morning, and I thought she was in her room this whole time. Judy stood on the dog bowl and spilled the food. Ah! Judy spilling the dog food.
She's been itching bad.
Yeah, see, she said, "Hey, you look just fine. Don't worry." Yeah, she is pretty itchy. Poor little girl. She's got
her arm.
Yeah, and the back of her head and her ear here. Since I gave, I was gonna say, since I gave Stacy a haircut, since I gave Bella a haircut and she's so itchy, she's given herself scabs, like she's tearing herself up. She had a lot of padding before with her hair. You want to see the setup for the rats? We have 2 cages, my son's cage and my cage. But yeah, that's my Bella puppy. She's 4 years old. Bacon wrapped shrimp. I would eat that. Bacon wrapped shrimp. Yeah, see how long her hair is? And it's thick. She's got thick hair.
I gotta donate plasma too.
Yeah. I gotta get my veins to move so I can donate. Never thought I'd ever have to. I gotta move my veins.
Doing your arm curls?
I need to do. They told me to do arm curls. Isn't like picking up stuff at work like good enough?
No, because you're doing it the wrong way.
Yeah, I got to do arm curls to move my veins.
I need some arm curls today. They're hard.
I should sit here doing my live stream doing arm curls.
This is actually really good. It's 27 grams of protein. That's a lot.
What's long and thick? Oh, her hair. I was like, what are we talking about that's long and thick? Yes, her hair is very thick. Like very thick. I wish I had thick
It's a mess
hair
right now. It's naturally
because
curly.
mine is very thin. But then there's the downfall of it'll take 10 years to dry when you wash it.
About 3 hours.
What, 3 hours?
To fully dry.
John Tony is allergic to shrimp. I didn't believe him until he came home with a swell. Oh no! He had to have a. It's exactly. That's why I was like, it's long and thick. The average girl said, "That's what she said." Oh, jeez. You could get like a 5-pound weight and do like one arm at a time. I do have a couple of 2-pound, or I have a 2-pound weight. I think I think there are 5-pound weights in Ian's room that used to be my husband's when he would work out at home, and then he basically said, "Here, Ian, you can have these," because he goes to the gym all the time.
Ian does.
Who's a blasphemer? Who's a blasphemer? I'm missing something here. What's a blasphemer? Hello, you're trying to drive Bella crazy. Yeah, she has a couple of tattoos. She's got one on this arm, and then she's got one over here. I think you got that one first, right?
Yeah.
The big one. Can you move? Yeah, she got that one first, and then she's got one on her other arm too.
I'm glad this is good. It was like $4.
Wow.
Or like 3 something. But I'm gonna like you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, I am getting the blasphemy faux chicken. That is also divine. I'm lazy though. I just stuffed the mini colored peppers and baked them. I don't even add bacon. See, it was the blasphemy was she didn't add bacon.
Oh, blasphemy.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking.
You can't just not
Like
invite bacon to the party.
I think I was saying it like 2 words.
Blasphemy.
Is it 2 words?
No.
Okay.
Are y'all gonna stone me, burn me at the stake? I will smell like bacon. Left you playing. Wait, I went to rescue my fish from the mail truck. The fish are all good? Sounds like you need a good tying to the stake. I will cast stones when I see you this weekend. Heretic. Oh, jeez.
I think I'm gonna start getting these after all. Those things are really bitter.
They're very sweet, I find. But it's the whey protein you taste when you drink
I like
that.
the way it feels on my tongue.
Brinley tried one because the box was sitting outside the front door and I didn't see it. It was off to the side, and I let her out. She totally tore the box apart and pierced one of the bottles with her teeth, and it was draining out everywhere. She was licking it off the front step.
Is that what that was on the front step?
Probably. Luckily we only lost the one drink.
Yeah.
The others are good. Yes, I appreciate the watch time because out of 4,000 hours, I have as of before this stream, I had 3,723 out of 4,000. So I'm getting there. Your daughter should hold a rat. She has never held one of the rats. She's like, I'll hold Bella. She's never held one of the rats. Vanessa held all of mine. She'll be like, Vanessa, tell her it's not so bad. Vanessa held all of them because she's the one that gave
at once.
Aquatic, not all at once.
Okay, that's a lot.
Aquatic Ness is Vanessa, and she's who I got the snails from.
Why did you get snails?
And I brought the rats with me, and she held all the rats.
Snails are so boring.
They're not. They're actually pretty funny.
They be talking to you?
No, their behavior. They're funny. Like they try and steal each other's beans. I have a video of one of them eating the goldfish pellets, and I'm like, those aren't even for you. And they're like sucking it up.
They get hungry too.
Fish were alive. Awesome. Rats are cool, Flo says.
I wonder if Kara's bored.
She could be, but she actually was being silly earlier.
She doesn't get a cuddle. Let's put Bella in.
I would damn near cry if you brought me stuffed jalapenos with no bacon. Thank you, Vanessa. What? She wants some stuffed jalapenos. Does it have to have bacon?
No. That would be nice.
Sea chicken, you hurt Robert.
What are you doing?
Then I will bring a box of tissues.
I'm really just procrastinating on my shower right
now. Yeah. I could put one of the baby rats on your head before you wash your hair. It doesn't even look like her hair needs to be washed. And she's going to go wash it. Oh, I'm stuck. Can you imagine the bed that Moo could make in here? Moo's my newest. She sat on my head in my stream yesterday.
I'll probably make a bed with all the hair that's in my bed. I lose a lot of hair. I'm not bald.
Same here.
Yeah, I'm quite sure got bald too. You get a little gray up there.
I don't pluck them.
Not anymore.
She used to pluck out my gray hairs, but then I got to a point where I was like, don't do that anymore or I'll have bald spots. Yeah. She used to, when she was younger, she'd sit behind me and search my head and go, oh, there's one.
That's when I used to play with your hair.
Yep. Yeah, naked Bella. I know. I still gotta fix some of your face. She's like, don't touch my face.
Bella got some big eyes.
Yeah, she does. I don't usually do jalapenos anymore. I use the little red, yellow, and orange peppers.
Those are good too.
I like jalapeno poppers as long as the jalapeno doesn't take up the it can't be a huge jalapeno because I'll die.
I like the ones from Arby's. Those are good.
I would be 75% bald as nearly completely white hair at 42 years old. Yeah, see, I over here have a lot of grays. It's hard to see on the camera, but I'm around the same age, so
I'm not.
yeah, she's only 20.
I'll be 21 in 4 months. I get my race this month.
Cool. Ian's got
Next
his
week.
beginners now, his permit.
Does he?
Yeah.
Finally, Tom stay up for a call.
I said to him, did you take your test again yet? He goes, yeah, I got my permit. And I'm like, thanks for telling me. And then I said to your dad, I said, Ian got his permit. He's like, I know. And I'm like,
Dang,
why?
He didn't tell his own mom.
He didn't tell his own mother. I said, if I knew that, I would have let you drive home. He's like, I said, is that a no? He's like, I'm still learning how to park.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, Lord, Eric. I'm almost as old as his mother. His mother's 49. She's still older than me, but
you're not that old.
I'm 43.
Yeah, see?
Yes, I was the last one to find out exactly. I was like,
isn't Dad like? I feel like Ian told me too.
He's 42.
Yeah, he's 42.
Dad's 42.
He's getting old. He's getting.
I've got more gray hair than he's got, although he's got it in it. He's got it in his facial hair. He's got the gray in his facial hair.
He's gonna have a bald spot. You're not.
Gray hairs. I don't know. I might.
I don't think I'll ever have a bald spot.
Yeah, gray hair is wisdom highlights. I don't know. Some people have gray hair and they're not very wise.
You know, I just blocked her on everything.
Yeah, he started talking to your dad the other day like nothing ever happened. After all the stuff he said to him.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I can't believe the stuff he said to him.
Yeah.
I just don't like him. I don't really know. No.
Yeah.
The last time he talked to me was 5 months ago.
Sad. Sometimes family.
He started going off on my mom and telling her that he was gonna tell me a whole bunch of BS and get me to hate her and stop talking to her and stuff like that.
Just because he's pretty pissed at her right now.
Just because, yeah, I know. Just because she's allowing them to talk to their dad.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's their father. I mean, yeah, what he did was wrong, but the only way they're talking right now is on the phone, on speakerphone, like every once in a while.
They're not actually in the same room.
They're not even.
That would scare me a little bit.
Yeah, they're not even like they're friends on Facebook, but they're not allowed to talk on Facebook.
Yeah,
just on like speakerphone.
Average girl said, "Stacy, your hair is really pretty. It must be fun to brush."
Yeah, I actually don't brush it that often. My hair is naturally curly, so I only brush it like before and after showers. I can't brush it during the day or to like.
Do you remember the one Christmas we got you that set?
That was the worst Christmas
and
ever.
she had a round brush in that set, and she went upstairs to do her hair or whatever, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she's peeking her head down the stairs, and she's like, "Lisa, can you come help me?" And she's near tears. Her brush was stuck in her hair.
I tried for like an hour before I even came and got you. Like I was like freaking out in the bathroom.
Her hair, it was totally stuck in her hair, and I could not get it out. I had to cut it out of her hair, and then we had to go to the hairdresser so they could fix it.
Day, yeah.
She was so upset.
My hair grows so fast though. Like I just got it cut a few months ago.
My sister's boyfriend that lives in Chesterfield, Missouri. Excuse me, his grandma is 96, and that's awesome.
Gotta go take
Oh my gosh, I got hiccups. Hey, Abby's back. She's gonna go take her shower. The one. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed your comment. Hello, the one. Welcome to the stream. I got an itch. So we were just talking to my daughter. Hi, Shadow. You want to see everybody? Can you say hello? Say hello. AKA James. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Miney is trying to go outside, but we're locked in. Not doing what I had to do last night until the rain officially stopped. All right. Life of Key and Jay. Hello, how are you? Yeah, she's my baby. She's about 6 years old. We got her when she was 8 weeks. Yeah. We have another cat that's upstairs that is 5. I think she's 5. Approximately. Hi. Vanessa's gonna feed the fish. I gotta feed everybody here too. And I gotta figure out what's going on with one of my filters. It's hooked up to the air pump, and it's the air pump is running my divided tank filter and the filter for Luca, and the one for Luca doesn't want to work for some reason anymore. So his water's looking a little bit nasty. I got to figure out why. I got to change his water, but I got to figure out why his filter's not running. I don't know why it's not running. Can you stop drinking out of the fish tank? Stop, stop, stop. Thank you. I couldn't get my female cats in during the downpour. The water was rising fast. Hubs and I were both soaked and sandy trying to. Oh! You were trying to get under the house to get to. That should have recorded that. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Where are you at? Let me check again. I don't know where you're at. Abby wants to hit 200 subscribers. Abby is at 189, you guys. If you guys don't have Abby's animals, grab her up. She's at 189. We need to get her to 200. Grab her up. Yeah, it's just a little sponge filter, so I don't know why. I could feel when I disconnected, I could feel the air coming out of the hose, out of the tube. But when I attach it, it's like it doesn't. I don't know why it doesn't want to work. It's working in the other one, and when I close the valve, thinking that maybe it just wants to run one at a time, I'll close the valve, but it still doesn't want to work. I don't know what is going on. Maybe I'll switch pumps because I've got three different pumps. I got a pump. Maybe I'll take this pump and I'll attach it to the one with the goldfish and the snails because it's clearly running one of them. And maybe I'll switch the pumps and I'll take that pump from the goldfish and bring it over here and see if that makes a difference. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It was working fine last week, and then I was like, "Hey, what's going on? It's not running very well." And now it's like barely spitting out bubbles at all. So I don't know. And he's looking pretty cloudy now. His water's getting pretty cloudy, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah, we need to get Abby up a little higher in her numbers. If you like animals, I mean, you're already here and I'm an animal channel, so if you like animals, go visit her. She's got them too. Judy gets out of the pens. She's getting on her box. Oh, yeah, because they definitely, guinea pigs aren't graceful, so she wouldn't be able to jump out without having something to step on first. A little stinker. Little stinker, Judy. Yes, yes, thank you, average girl. Email me your animal pictures by Monday so you guys, your animal pictures can make it into my video. My email is in the description. Email me all your animal pictures, and then I will be uploading a video of all the pictures with channel names attached to the picture so everybody knows whose animals are whose. And I will also put your, if you email me your channel link, I will also put everybody's channel links in my description so that everybody can get visited. Well, I know there aren't any snails in that tank, but yeah, I'll have to see what's going on with it. It couldn't be the air pump because it's working in the other tank. There's got to be something with that hose. I don't know. Yep. You have 92 and no content yet, and that's pretty good. I had a lot of content before I ever got to 100. And then I realized, you know what? I can't just sit here and think that they're going to come. I'm going to have to network and visit streams and do that kind of thing, which is what happened once I started doing that. Then it just rose a lot faster. Thank you. Shaking everything up. Ow! Ian texted me. Okay. Just had to answer him. Hey, you. Yeah, I'm a TV. Yeah, you know, what the hell? You pimping. Thank you. You with the hair. How are you doing, Dog Pound? I appreciate you guys. I do. I am getting very close to what I need for monetization. Obviously, I still have a little bit to go in subscribers. Because I'm only at I'm at 743, so I've got to get up to 1K from 743. But out of 4,000 hours, I have 3,723. So I'll probably hit that before I hit the subscriber count. But hey, either way, I'm getting closer. So yeah, I am. I'm so close. And I'm not going to be, hey, Handy Hudsonite, how are you doing? Um, I'm not going to celebrate hitting 1K until I get a little above it because I know how numbers bounce. Because I was between 700 and 710 for like 2 months. It would just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I'm not going to celebrate right away. Good, good. Glad to hear it. I'm doing good too. Not bad waiting to go see a neurosurgeon tomorrow for x-rays. Oh, well, prayers for that. That's always. Oh, you guys crack me up. So yeah, for anybody new that has come in that hasn't seen one of my uploads, I am receiving emails from people. I've been inviting everybody that has pets to email me. My email's in the description. Email me pictures of your pet. They will make it into a video that I am doing. Everybody's pet pictures will go into the video. Your names will be attached to your pictures so everybody knows who goes to what pet. And your channel links will go in my description as well as kind of like a shout out so people can visit you guys. But we all get to see your pets. We all get to, have access to the links to go and visit. So I'm the cutoff is Monday for sending me pictures. And I don't care if you've got 20 pets, send me 20 pictures. I've got plenty of pets. I've got 10 plus fish tanks, and my son has 4. So technically, I have 14 because his 4 are in my house too. So I got 14 pets in the house, not including my fish tanks. If you've got just as many or more, send me the picture. And if you've just got one, because I want to display them, I want to display the pets. And I didn't include the mice in that count because they're technically not pets. They're animals in the house, but they're not pets. Yeah, I got a lot of animals in this house. And I did have some deaths. So I did have more. Like just a few weeks ago, I had an additional rabbit, but he passed away. He was sick. But 3 animals in my house, 2 are humans. That's funny. Yep, I've got my husband as well, the kids. Can I take a pic of every fish? You can take a picture of every fish tank. She's got a lot of fish tanks. She's got more fish tanks than me. You can take a picture of every fish tank. If you took a picture of every fish you had, the video would be like hours long just for you. We have 1 dog, poodle terrier, had to take him to the hospital. Oh, good. I'm glad he'll be okay. I've got a Shih Tzu and an American Bulldog mix. And then I've got a couple of cats. And then I've got 5 rats. My son has 4 rats. We've got a rabbit. We got 6 fish tanks. I did have an additional rabbit. I had guinea pigs, but I don't now. Um, and there are other animals on my wish list. I want a couple of hermit crabs. I've wanted a Pac-Man frog. I want a bearded dragon. Um, I wouldn't mind a snake, but I can't feed live, even though I've got breeder mice for selling live feeders, which is still going to be hard for me because they're alive, and I don't like the idea of them being food, but there's a demand. But I wouldn't be able to do it myself. I wouldn't be able to feed live to a snake, and I'd be afraid that I would have a snake that would be very picky, and I wouldn't be able to do it. In fact, all of my rats were feeders that I just fell in love with and brought them home, and now they have a nice life. My phone is ringing. Somebody in Florida. I don't know anybody. Well, I do know people in Florida, but they would be in my contact list. You have 3 fish and a cat. 18 tank pictures then. Yep. Husband and kids don't count. They're not pets. They're just problems. They're just problems you're not allowed to throw away. Oh, man. She's using the curtain as a hammock again, guys. I should, I don't know where Bella went. Bella! Where'd you go? Bella! Bella? She's at the top of the stairs where she usually is. Hey, Whimsy! Yes, her tanks are amazing. Welcome back, Laura. Gotta make a few phone calls. Let me let loose the other beast. Give me 1 second. Huh?
I think a cricket. Like,
All right, I've released the beast. She's gonna eat, and she'll probably make an appearance, but then I'll have to let her outside. All right, let me check. I think I just got it. Oh, wait, I got a couple of emails, but not for me, Laura. Not yet, anyway. Might take a second. I got Saucy's email. I got Handy Hudsonite's email. Nothing from Laura yet. Let me see these pictures. Oh my gosh! Your poodle terrier is adorable. You've got. Should I not show it yet? Oh my gosh, so cute. Oh my gosh, so cute. Cute, cute, cute. Yes. Yes, Laura, that's what it is. Aw, Saucy's dog is cute too. I'm a sucker. Oh, love it. Yes, he is a cutie. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Yeah, I'm excited to to put the video together too. And I'm gonna have to find some really cool music to put with it. Hey, Brindley, you want to come show everybody you? Come here. Come here. Not this. No. Come here. Hey, you're not cooperating. Come here. Come here. There's my Brindley. There's my Brindley. She's my troublemaker. She gets into everything, don't you? Hi. Hi. Oh, she's spitting in my face. Come here. Hey, Brindley, come say hi. Triple Darkness, hello, how are you? Kima sent you. Nice. Brindley, come here. She wants to go to the bathroom. Say hi, everybody. Say hi, everybody. There's no rats. She always checks to smell me. You know, smell me, see if she can smell rats. She wants to eat them. Hi. What you doing? Huh? All right. She's got a potty. Give me a second. Come here, Bryn. Come here, Bryn. Sit. Good girl. Gotta go potty. Ouch. All right. Bella, you want to come down and say hi? All right. She is frisky, and she's 3 years old, and she is like a puppy still. She is a ball of energy. Yeah, very, very, very energetic, and she drives us crazy, but we love her. Bella, come here. You want to come say hi? Here. She's staring at me at the top of the stairs. She's like, "You come here. I'm not going to you." Yes, guys, visit Abby's Animals if you like animals. She's got animals too. She is so close to 200 subscribers. If you guys can help her out, that would be sweet. Yeah, she needs 8 more. 8 more to get to 200 subscribers. I would love for her to hit that here. I'm itchy. It's all that dog hair or rabbit hair or rat hair or, whatever. Now she needs 7. Sweet, 7 more for Abby. 7 more subscribers for Abby. She's got guinea pigs, rabbits, cats. Her household is almost looking like mine. Ah, see, and Aquatic Nest has a guinea pig. She's gonna go clean out the piggy cage. Here's my kitty. Here's my kitty. All right. 6 more. Let me look. Let me look. I gotta keep track. My stomach's starting to growl, guys. I'm out of. I'm not out of coffee yet. She's at 196, you guys. We can do this for her. I know we can. That's awesome. She's at 196. Cleaned the kitty tray today. Yeah, I got to clean out the rabbit box. I got to clean out the rabbit litter box. It's needing to be done. She needs 4 more, you guys, and there are 11 people in here, according to what YouTube is telling me. It's not always truthful. But it says there are 11 people in here, and she needs 4 more. Did it change? It changed? Oh, she needs 2 more, you guys. I'm excited. I'm excited. I know what it feels like to see your goal just like staring you in the face. 2 more. It's so exciting. My goal is a little bit further away because I'm at 743 and I want 1K, but I got to look at it in smaller intervals. I need to hit 8 first. 800. You're always taking your time on YouTube. You should go out and work towards being millionaires and split it with me. It's uh, oh, Street Fair is in town where my son lives. He asked me when I was picking him up Friday, and unfortunately, I have to work at 3, so I can't pick him up until after I get done work at night. He's like, "That's fine. I'll just hang out at Street Fair." I want to hang out at Street Fair. All right, I'll check again the email. I still don't have it. I still don't have it. I don't know what's going on. Ten other people in here, 500,000 from each of them. I'll split. I need to go get a scratch off ticket because if any of you remember Jenny Lynn that came in, she sat at the tire place waiting for her tire to get fixed, which I talked to my husband about, and he said she got scammed. So don't go to Firestone. Um, but I lost my train of thought. Oh, she bought a scratch off ticket and she bought some scratch off tickets and won like $200. I need to scratch off some tickets. She's at 198. Has anybody in here not subscribed to her? If you like animals, I mean, you're here and I'm an animal channel. If you're an animal person, she is an animal person too. You'll be right at home. 198 she's at. While we're chit-chatting, I'll grab a rat. I will grab a rat. I know somebody said they wanted to see the setup. It's just I mean, I can show it at one point. I did some I've done silent streams in the past where I would just sit the camera on the rat cage, um, and we could watch them, like if they come out, because sometimes they're sleeping and hiding when they're sleeping. Other times they'll come out and they'll do their thing. We've seen them fighting with each other, which it's all in play. I mean, they're pretty rough with each other sometimes. There's been when I was on vacation and we brought them with, I can hear them shrieking because they're beating each other up in the middle of the night and they get loud and I'm like, I've tried to sleep. I want to be a vegetarian. I don't think I could. The only way I'd be able to be a vegetarian is if I had to actually slaughter my own meat for food, and I wouldn't be able to slaughter the animals. I wouldn't be able to do it. Couldn't do it. Let me grab a rat. Let me see who's available to grab. Everybody's sleeping. Hello. Oh, here's the baby. I got the baby. I grabbed the baby and the oldest. I don't know. Right now, I got the baby. I got the baby. The baby. This is Moo Moo, the little baby, who during yesterday's stream chilled on my head for like 15, 20 minutes. But today I have washed my hair. It's drying. I've washed my hair and I really don't need her to potty in my hair. I don't need you to potty in my hair. Oh, we got the sneezes. She's tired. She's so cute. Yes. You just went down? Oh no, she did. 197. Either somebody took their sub back or the new ones are sticking so far, but you lost something somewhere else. Yeah, she's a cutie patootie. Little moo moo. Little cutie patootie. Hello. Hello, King. How are you? Yeah, you're still super close. If you go into another stream today, you will hit your 200 today. I know you will. You will hit your 200 today. Right? Say yes. Yes, you will. We got the sneezes. Say yes, you will. Yes, you will. She's so adorable. I love my rats. I'm getting kisses. Mm. Hello. Tired. She's gonna go to sleep. Oh, isn't she adorable? And she's gonna grow fast because when you think about it, Lexi, who I could grab next, Lexi was this small when I brought her home, and now she's like, yeah, she's washing her face. Her whiskers are really long. They got really long whiskers. What you doing? All right, Barry, have a good day. Learn something at school. Just watch with the face. All right, let me grab. I'll put her back because she was sleeping and I woke her up. Lexi wants to come out. Relax. She's taking her time. I have people waiting. You can't take forever. They're waiting. Get your eye out of here. There we go. You must all wait for Queen Lexi to decide to leave the cage. So here's Lexi, who was that small when I got her in July. She's a sweetheart. What happened? Something about a link? Oh, there is not a link showing up. Is that what it is? Here, let me. Yeah, because I don't see it either. Oh, why did I have to click on it? I had already had it up. Because I'm silly. All right, here is Abby's link. Yeah, my Lexi, who was that small when I brought her home. Now she's a big girl. She's a big girl. You want to go close too? Say hi. Say hello. Hello, peoples. What's up? What's up? You got a cat butt in your face? Cat butts stink too. Don't they, Lexi? Cat butts, they smell. What do you say? It's all good. What are you sniffing? What do you smell? Huh? Something must smell good. Hey, what smells good? Huh? What smells so good? Yep, I get a tail across my face like that all the time. You want to go back now? Because I think she would love to roam the couch, but I'm afraid she'll disappear in the couch. And then she'll be like, this is cool in here and not come back out. And hey, you turned around and headbutted me. I think yep, headbutts are cool. She's thinking about going. She's thinking about getting down. I can tell. Yeah, hi. She's tickling me. Woo, something smells good. Something smells good. I can tell. What are you doing? Oh, your cat's headbutting you too? Oh, your loves headbutting. Yeah, she does too. Ouch! You scratched. So are they in the door? All right, I'm gonna put her back. Say bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Look up my nose. All right. I have so much hair. Okay, so all right. Oh, Evie, that one was Lexi. The bigger one was Lexi. Lulu was the little one. The other ones are sleeping too, so I don't want to bother them. Yeah, we need to. Abby will. You will hit your 200 today. I know you will. You only need three more. Another stream will do that for you. And come back around tonight if you can. I have the capability today after work to stream again. If you guys would like to come, we'll play a game. I have a game called Liar Liar where I read the fact off of a card, and you guys would tell me if it's true or false. And we can keep score. I used to do that all the time uh, months ago, and the winner would get a shout out in a next day video or something. Um, but I mean, we can just do this for fun or whatever. But yeah, if you guys want to come back tonight, I work until I probably would get home about 9:30 tonight, Eastern Standard Time. And sometime after that, maybe between 9:30 and 10, I can go live and we can have some fun tonight. I don't go live at night very often, but sometimes I like to because sometimes you get different people and that can't come in during the day. Yes, I want my 1K. I'll schedule it. Maybe what I'll do is I'll schedule it so that people you can set a reminder. Um, I'll schedule it for 10 because that'll allow me to come home, change, eat something, um, and just get myself prepared. I'll schedule it for 10. She emerged from the light. Yeah. Bella's down here. Bella, come here. Here. Elsie. Bella, Bella. She's not coming, Shadow. She's being a snob. Yeah, we could have some fun tonight. Because I used to, in the beginning, I never used to stream during the day at all. I always streamed in the evening, usually just once a week. I would stream Wednesday night and we would play a game. But I've kind of emerged since then. I'm Eastern Standard Time. So right now it is 12:18 p.m. and it would be 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You are very, very welcome, Abby. I'm glad we can try and help you out. Yeah, you'll hit it today for sure. If not before tonight, you would probably hit it this afternoon or whenever. Wow, 16 hours behind you. That's crazy. It's still morning for you and you haven't gotten up yet. Yeah, it's 12:19 here. Can you get your claws out of my arm? Thanks. She likes to snuggle, but on her own terms. If I do this, she's like, let me go. Right? The storms kept you up all night. Aw. Hey, Jada, how are you doing? Good to see ya. Yeah, so you're the same time as me, Abby. We're trying to get Abby to 200, J-Dub. She's at 197 right now. You're at 55, at least 555, and you're not at 666. I remember when I hit 666, I was like, get me off of it! Get me off of it! I don't care which way you go, get me off of it. It's taking forever to drink my coffee. I'm usually done by now. There's a stupid fly in here. They tend to be like, oh, the door open, let's go in. Did you see it? It just went right past. When do you think I'll hit? I think you're gonna hit it today. If you visit some other streams today, you'll hit it today. If not, if someone else's stream, if you come back to mine, you'll probably hit it tonight. I would say you only need 3 more. I think you're gonna hit it today. Yeah, and if not today, sometime tomorrow. But I wouldn't be surprised if you hit it today. You prefer to be up early than up late? I'm the opposite. I prefer to be up late and sleep late. I'm not a morning person. I'm not. My back is itchy. I need a back scratcher. Mm. Yeah, you'll hit it today for sure. I say. That's what I say. I have spoken. No. Yeah, I'm the up late, sleep late. There are some times when I'll gladly go to bed early because I'm just wiped out. But I still don't like getting up early even when I do that. Pass me a Coca-Cola. I don't drink coffee. I only drink coffee with flavored creamer. It's got to be flavored creamer or it's disgusting. I don't do cream and I don't do regular cream and I don't do the sugar. I just do flavored creamer. I gotta- And this creamer is Dove chocolate. Dove chocolate mocha. It's really good. Otherwise, I'm a Pepsi drinker. I'll drink Coke too, but if I have to choose between Coke and Pepsi, it's Pepsi. You have to wake up at 8 a.m. for school. 8 a.m. is not too horribly bad. When my kids were in middle school, they had to wake up at like 5:30. I was like, because they had to be outside catching the bus after a little after 6. It was craziness. You're only 12? Oh my gosh, Abby's only 12, you guys. Oh, I would have had no idea. You're homeschooled? My son is homeschooled. My son is homeschooled. He's 17 though. Oh, she's just a baby. I will try and mind my manners then. Yes. We have a child in the room, you guys. Behave. Yeah, my stepchildren were in public school. My son, however, has been homeschooled since the 5th grade. I think the 5th grade was his first year of homeschooling, and now he's a senior. Before that, he was in public school, and he does his stuff online. So he'll work. He works at Taco Bell. They schedule him for morning shifts, morning into the afternoon, and he just does his schoolwork when he gets home. Yep, it's PG now. You have 5 siblings. Wow, big household. I have one biological child and 2 stepchildren. Stacy's my stepdaughter, but you know, I just say daughter. She's 20. And then I have a stepson who lives in Tennessee who's going to be 22 um, in November. And then my biological son is 17. Yeah, one of 6 kids. Wow. Where do you fall in those 6? Are you the oldest, the youngest, somewhere in the middle? I try and be a good stepmother. For a while, they felt I was like an evil stepmother. They didn't like me very much when they were younger because they didn't like the rules of the house. So I wasn't always their favorite person, and I'd get the "you're not my mother. I wish my dad never met you" kind of business. But now that they're older, it's a little different. I think they appreciate things a little more now when they're older because they're not teenagers anymore. Now they're adults. So everyone in my family has passed. It's just the 4 of us left, me, mom, and my. Oh, yeah, they grew up and now they realize, there's a reason for my madness. I was like, I'm not trying to ruin your fun. I'm trying to protect you, trying to keep you safe. One sister, 4 brothers. Oh my gosh, 4 brothers. I have one sister. And she's younger than me. I'm oldest. My sister, my one sister is 3 years younger than I am. You're the younger sister. Are your brothers? So out of you and your sister, you're younger than your sister. So your sister's older than you. Are your brothers older than you too, or is somebody younger than you? Okay, let me grab your email then. All right, I copied it. I copied it. Let me put it. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry, I feel like I'm punching the keys really hard, and it's louder for you than it is for me. Is it gonna open or isn't it? There we go. One older brother, one older. Oh, so okay. So you are the second oldest. Oh wait, third oldest, because you've got an older brother and an older sister and three little brothers. So you're the third oldest. So you're like almost like in the middle, kind of ish. Oh, you just turned 12. Well, happy belated birthday. Excuse me. I did enjoy growing up with a sister, someone to play with, although there were times where she drove me crazy and I couldn't stand her and like I wish I was an only child and stuff like that. But I did have a really good friend in school who was an only child, and I could tell that life at home was a lot quieter for her because she didn't have somebody to play with. She had to know how to keep herself entertained. Abby, you got one more, and now you only need two. You got 198. Saving email. I had it at one other point sometime, but I don't know what happened to it. I'm trying not to yawn. I just drank coffee. You'd think I wouldn't need to. Kitty Cat is here. Hello, Kitty Cat. She was here, but then she left to do some things. She was here a little while ago. I was an only child, never into girly stuff. I was a tomboy, loved me. I was kind of that way. Like, I didn't mind being in the dirt. I would catch frogs. I would, catch toads. I would play with bugs. I don't like bugs now. I played with some bugs. But I also did girly things like I played with Barbies and stuff like that too. But I definitely didn't mind being in the dirt. I remember when we lived out in the country when I would catch the frogs and the toads, and then we had a wood pile in the backyard, and I'd go under the chipboard. There'd be little salamanders under there. and I'd mess around with those. So I was kind of half and half, I think. Oh, that's good. I don't have any toys, all animals. You gave all your toys to your animals so you can have, you gave your toys to all your animals. Did you hear what I just said? You gave your toys to all your brothers so all you had was animals. That's what I'm like. I only had one child. I only gave birth to one child, and we're not having any more. So I was like, we all our children are getting older. Now we have animals. Our animals are our kids now, and I don't have to send my animals to college, so it works out. All right, Abby. I was gonna say, hey, wait a minute. She's school age, and she's not at school, but she's homeschooled. Before I actually brought it up, I thought it in my head. My youngest daughter was just accepted into college. Wow, that's amazing. Sweet. Congratulations to her. That wow. The sun came out. Our sun is out. The sun'll come out tomorrow. Yeah, that is pretty sweet. At 15, that certainly wouldn't have been me. I'm lucky I passed some subjects like math. I'm horrible. Horrible at math. My son is better at math than I am. I'll be like, Ian, what's this like problem? Tell me. Give me the answer. And he knows. I don't. Aw. Pretender Budgie went to school when he turned 5. That's cute. I used to play school. It was funny. I would hang out with some neighborhood kids, and we would literally play school. Some of us were students. One of us was the teacher, and we'd have this work to do, and then we'd have homework, and we'd bring it home, and I would be like all up in that. And I'm like, my mom was like, "You need to do your real homework for school, like you do this homework." And I'm like, "That's fun." I would get, we'd hand in our homework, and she'd check off every give us these little stickers, and it was so much fun. And I'm like, real school was not that much fun. All right, average girl. Have a good day. Oh, the birdcage bottom is covered in stickers with her name. Aw, that's cute. Wow, I have been on for 3 hours, you guys. Three? That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I don't know what my GPA was, but there were definitely some subjects I struggled with. And of course, I had my moments where I wouldn't do homework or whatever. And then when my kids here, my stepchildren, they would do their homework and not turn it in, or they wouldn't do their homework. They hardly ever brought homework home. I'm like, what is going on? They're not going to be prepared. Um, I was like, they're not doing their homework. And my mom was like, sounds like somebody I know. And I'm like, be quiet. We're not talking about me. And just because I did it, I was a kid too, doesn't mean it was the right thing to do. So I'm like, I'm not looking to be criticized. I'm looking for sympathy here. They're not doing their homework. My best subject at school is gazing out the window daydreaming. I actually had a better grade in my foreign language class than I did in my English class. I grew up in Canada, so my foreign language class was French, and I had a better grade in that than English class. My English class, I think I had sometimes I was in between a C and a B, I believe. So most of the time a B, but I had an A plus. I had an A plus in my French class. I don't know why, and I just did really good in that class. But I also enjoyed my music class. Music and French were my favorite classes. Everything else I couldn't stand. Anything else that was more challenging, I had a hard time with. And I think it was just because they would teach at a rate that I wasn't learning at the same rate they were teaching, especially in math. They would move on to something else before I grasped it. And they were teaching it in a way that I wasn't picking it up. Like now my husband will say, do it this way. And I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. And why didn't they teach it that way? And now with the kids these days, they're teaching them some funky methods for, when we learned the multiplication tables and things like that, it was straightforward. When my stepdaughter was in elementary school, they were teaching her multiplication with the lattice method. And I'm like, what the hell is that? How can I help my child with her homework when I don't know what method they're using? I don't know how to do that method. We had to be looking things up on the internet to try and figure out how to help her with her homework. Like, why does it have to be so fancy? Who's going to do multiplication with the lattice method way? It was weird, weird stuff. Like, why the way we learned when we were kids, why is that not good enough for the kids these days? Why does it have to be all fancy and special? I don't find it to be easier. Find easy ways to teach them, whatever, but not fancy ways that I don't know how to set up the stupid grid for the lattice method. 6 different teachers. Ooh. So, like, you just didn't have a teacher that stuck around in that class. That's not good either because then every teacher has a different way of doing things. What's my name? My real name is Lisa. Yeah, that's crazy. That's too many teachers. Everybody teaches a different way or has different, you know, levels of strictness. That could really mess with a kid. J Dub shouted out Handy Hudsonite. Got to check on Abby's subscriber count. She needs one more, you guys. Just one more. Abby's Animals needs one more to hit 200 subscribers. We know we can do. She's got so many cool things. She's got guinea pig videos. She's got DIY hamster treats. 6 mistakes hamster owners make. Hamster tank cleaning. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be watching her stuff for sure. Taking care of her pet. Oh, I'm gonna be watching. Yes, she's got one more. Yeah, they took away cursive writing here too. My son, when he writes his name, he has to really think about it. And then he was like, "How do you do a cursive whatever letter again?" And I'm like, "Oh Lord." Yeah. And my husband and I look differently on that. He's like, nobody writes anymore. People type things out or whatever, and they may do that, but they still need to know how to read it because, people, there are even packaging that has cursive writing on it. How are they not going to, they're not going to know how to read it. And they need to know how to write so that they can even just write their signature or whatever. Because at this point, my 17-year-old, it takes him an entire minute to write his name. He's like really slow because he doesn't hardly ever do it. And they never taught him cursive. It's, I think it's silly. They took away sex ed too. I know they did, like, because they don't do home ec or shop anymore. They did when I was in school, but yeah, they don't do that anymore. And even when my kids were in school, they'd be their list would be like, get them paper, get them binders, get them this, get them like these notebooks. But they never even used half the stuff that we got them that was on these lists. So yeah, there were things that I was like, I know that she's never going to use this binder. She's never going to use the. Why buy it? A book bag. She never went to school with a book bag half the time, or came home with it half the time. Why am I spending this money? You know? Yeah, we grew up in the good era. I remember taking home ec and doing cooking and sewing, and I did take a shop class. I made a bird feeder. Um, they were more like elective classes, but you had the option to take them. And now they're not. They're not. We had a parenting class even where we had to carry a baby around and stuff like that. I don't think they do stuff like that anymore. Abby's Animals needs one more to hit 200. 200. She is 12 years old and she's got some good videos here, you guys. All about her pets. Let's help her out. That is her link. You have a spice holder you made at school. Yeah, I made a bird feeder. My sister made a clock, and it was good. It still works. Like my parents still have it hanging on their wall. I don't know whatever happened to my bird feeder. I haven't seen it, but they still have her clock. I don't know what happened to my bird feeder. Yep, if you didn't, some people, we were able to use like stuffed animals and stuff for our babies, and I felt like that could kind of really, you can take advantage of that. We're not feeding nobody, we're tossing them around and we're not going to hurt them. I think we should have had those babies that actually cry. I mean, when the stuffed animal you're carrying around doesn't make a peep, you're not really getting the full effect of having a baby on your hip. Um, Eggs was a good one too, where you had to be very gentle with it, or it would break. But I really think babies that cry, that you don't know what it's like until you're trying to sleep and all you can hear is screaming. You know, that I think is what they need to do for parenting. Abby hit 200. She's at 201. Thank you, you guys. That is so awesome. Yay. Congratulations, Abby. I don't think anybody's really ever hit a total goal, like a big goal like that in my stream before. That is so sweet. Woohoo! Woohoo! I gotta find emojis. I got to find some emojis. Come on, emojis. I need to find some celebratory emojis. It's not working. Come on. Celebratory, celebratory. That sounds like a weird word now. Where's all the. There we go. There are some. I found a volcano. This is what I'm looking for. Woohoo! Yay! You learned self defense and CPR at school. I don't think we did. I learned CPR when I actually took a CPR class, like outside of school, period. Yay, I'm so happy for you, Abby. I remember how exciting that was. I remember it was way back in January. I hit my 100 and I was so excited. I was like, woo! And then like a week later, I hit 200 and I was like, holy schmollies. Holy schmollies. I'm like, I feel like things are crawling on me and it's like my hair or something making me tickle. I'm a registered nurse, but have chronic back issues. Ooh, that's not good. I struggle when I'm working. I struggle in the area of I have anxiety. So highly stressful situations at work really get to me. So it makes it really hard. Like when I was looking for a job, I was like, I can't have a really fast paced, stressful job. And I feel like a baby. I'm like, I can't handle that. I'm like, what kind of person am I? But I can't, my anxiety goes through the roof and then I'm useless. So right now I work at a pet store and I'm glad that I am not sales. I am kennel. So I don't work directly with the customers very much. The only time I get really stressed out is when the salespeople will come back into the kennel and they'll vent, and then I get pissed off through them with the customers. But I don't have to deal with them directly, so that seriously helps me. Birdie Bug is here. Hello, Birdie. All right, J-Dub, have a great day. Ooh, that's not good, Evie. That is not good. Arabelle, is that how you say that? Welcome, welcome. Oh, I can't even imagine. I had really bad back pain when I was 15 because I had a car accident. And I can't even imagine that was enough pain to make me feel like passing out too. So I can't even imagine having that all the time chronically. Like it was bad. I had inflammation around my spine from that car accident, and it took a while for my back to heal. Well, you got to do what you got to do. If you've got to walk that slowly because of that, then so be it. But yeah, the car accident I was in, the car rolled and I totally screwed up my back at that point. And I'll still get back issues on occasion, but nothing like that. Nothing like that. I broke a vertebrae at 11 years. My back never. Ooh, ouch, 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 ouch. What happened? What happened with who and what and where? Who, what, and where? You're here on a tiny phone. Did I turn on the AC? I thought I had. I just don't feel like it's on. I can't see. I gotta. I didn't. I did not turn on the AC. Give me a second. No wonder I'm warm. Aha! So much better. So much better. There we go. Oh my gosh. You, that's crazy. Neighbor's using a chainsaw. Tell your neighbor to come to my house and cut down my trees. I hate my trees in front of my house. I got one out front and one to the side, same kind of trees. I hate them. Hate them. I want them gone. And my bushes. He can come and the neighbor can come and take all that down for me. Send him over. I don't have the time. I don't have the money to hire somebody to cut it all down, but we want them gone. And we don't have our own chainsaw. And I wouldn't want to take down the trees on my own anyway, but we don't have the money to hire a professional to do it. But the trees are like half dead. They're only pretty in the spring when they get blooms on them, but then otherwise after that the blooms are gone and they're ugly trees. They drop berries. Uh, I hate the trees. They're gross. I hate them. Are they okay? Next time, throw ice cold water on them. Oh, the brothers? Yeah, don't separate them. Throw something at them. Cold water, ice. She was angry with you? That's screwed up. Be angry with the brothers who threw you in the fireplace. Man, don't you just love when parents misunderstand what's going on? I think I broke a baby toe once, but I didn't go to the doctor for that because I didn't know I broke it. And I don't think my parents thought I broke it, but to this day, When I wiggle my toes, that one don't move. Um, and then I think I might have cracked my tailbone once when I was in the fourth grade. I thought I was standing on a chair and I thought I'd be cool instead of jumping off the side of the chair where it's safe. I jump over the back of the chair. So I like jumped over the back of the chair, but I didn't make it far enough away, and I came down on my tailbone on the back of the chair. And I swear that hurt so bad. I couldn't even lay down on my back. I had to bow out of gym class at work because the things that they were doing I couldn't do because any laying down, it hurt to walk, it hurt to sit, it hurt to lay down. I know I did something to my tailbone at that moment in time. It was awful. I was the youngest and I got blamed for everything. That seems to be the way. That seems to be the way. Throwing water on them works. You guys heard several years ago about that ice bucket challenge? I did that. I did that ice bucket challenge. It was cold, man. It was cold. Ooh, you sat on a yo-yo? Ouch. I've bruised the instep of my foot by stepping on a Lego. Or no, I didn't step on a Lego. I stepped on a block, and the corner of the block went into the instep of my foot, and I totally bruised that whole area of my foot, and my foot hurt for a good while. All my kitties, hello, how are you? We've got a kitty cat and all my kitties. And I am kind of accident prone. I walk into walls. I've walked into the edges of tape I hit my shins all the time. I've hurt my arm because I'll walk not through the middle of a doorway and smack the side of the wall or whatever. I've fallen down the stairs. Yeah. I I slipped down. We have stairs that go all the way up, and we've got a landing, and then we've got a few more stairs that get to go upstairs. And I've slipped on those first few down into the landing, and my husband was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No!" And I just had to sit there for a while and like cry, like, "Just let me sit here. I'll get up in a minute. It hurts." And of course, my son saw the humor in it because there's a window right there, and he was like, "At least you didn't fall out the window." I'm like, "Shut up." Yeah, I could have, I guess, fallen. When I fell down those stairs, I could have gone out the window and landed on the ground a story down, but I just landed in a heap in the little landing. I trip over nothing all the time too. Yep, I trip over nothing. Yep, I choke on my own saliva. Don't you just love that when you're in the middle of talking to somebody, especially at work, and I'm like, and I practically die because I've swallowed wrong and choked on my own saliva, and then I can't continue talking to who I'm talking to until I finish dying out of no place. Oh, vertigo is terrible. Oh, you have scoliosis too. Oh, man, oh man. Choking on your saliva? Yeah, I do that all the time. And the worst time to choke on your saliva, FYI, is when you're eating hot Cheetos because then your saliva is flaming hot and it burns. It burns. And I am a hot Cheeto fanatic, and I have burnt my throat choking on my saliva, my flaming hot Cheeto saliva. Don't do it. Don't do it. I will have to have hot Cheetos for tonight's stream. I am going to stream tonight, you guys. I get home from work. I'm going to set I'm gonna set the stream time for. Like pre-schedule it for 10 o'clock tonight, Eastern Standard Time, and we're gonna have some fun. And I'm gonna have my hot Cheetos and probably Pepsi because those are my two guilty pleasures. And I'll try not to choke on my flaming hot saliva, but I can't promise anything. I probably will. Oh no, choking! I've literally had icing in my nose because when I was in college and I was turning 20 or 21, I was turning 20 or 21, and I had somebody shove my piece of cake in my face. You know how hard it is to get icing out of your nose? It's not fun. I had to wash it out of my hair too and get it off my face, but then I had to get it out of my nose. It's not easy. You can't just blow your nose in it. No, it's in there like glue. It's terrible. I was like, dude, I can't breathe now. My nose was stuffed with icing. I told my husband when we got married, we are not shoving cake in each other's faces. We're not doing it. Not doing it. We're going to be nice. So there was no cake shoving in faces on the wedding, at the wedding. But yes, for my birthday, I did have cake shoved in my face. I think I have a picture of it still. I have a picture of myself sitting on the ground with icing all over my face. And little did anybody know, a nose full of icing. I think it is up there. I've got my photo album up there with those pictures. The things we do to each other for fun. For fun. You choked on the champagne. That's going to hurt too. Choking on champagne will hurt too. Oh, geez. I'm glad, though, to hear that I'm not the only one to do stupid things like choking on saliva and all of that kind of stuff. I tripped on one of my shoes, like I was wearing a sandal or whatever, and I was gonna run across the street, and I tripped over my shoe, and I was like face planted in the middle of the street. Luckily, there were no cars coming, but I face planted. I scraped up my hands. I'm lucky I didn't smack. I didn't literally face plant because I didn't hit my face, but I could have come close. But I went flat, and I scraped up all of this, and I was just like, I almost knocked the wind out of myself too. And I was more, it hurt, but I was more embarrassed than anything because right across the street at the time were a group of guys. They were sitting at Dairy Queen outside, and I did this like practically right in front of them by myself. You know, at least when you fall down when you're with somebody, you can laugh it off, but it's kind of awkward to laugh it off when you're by yourself. And I just went down in the middle of the street, and they were like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yes." I got up and I like took off. I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm so embarrassed. When I was at school, this girl's got another girl to sniff a perfume and sprayed it into her eyes. Oh no! Oh, that's terrible. My daughter wore my wedding dress and I could still see a tiny. Oh, memories though. That was the something old to go with. You know, you didn't have to give her something old because it was already on the dress. An old stain. I had been at a sleepover with friends, and we had the lights out in the room. It was totally dark, couldn't see anything. And they gave me this. They said this was a face lotion or whatever, and put it on your face. And I like rubbed it all over my face. Come to find out, it was like black something, and my face was black, and it was really hard to get off. And I was so upset. They thought it was a blast. They thought it was the funniest thing, and maybe I was just too sensitive and I didn't see the humor in it. But I was upset. I'm like, what is this that you gave me? Oh my goodness. Slow breaths through the nose when you're choking. I mean, I do see the humor in what they did to me now because it really wasn't horrible. I mean, I was embarrassed. I think at the time that I fell for it is what it was. I fell for it. I trusted my friends to give me face lotion, and they gave me something else. At least it didn't burn or uh, like do something like of lasting damage to me. Video would be even better there, Birdie. Welcome back, Abby. And congratulations again for hitting 200 subscribers. I almost said 2K, and I know that's not it. Oh, I'm hungry now, you guys. It's 1 o'clock. Yeah, she hit 200 here in this stream. Yay for Abby. All right, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I need to eat something. I am hungry. And I have a few things I need to do before I work tonight, this evening. But I will be streaming again tonight at 10 o'clock. My goal is for 10 o'clock. So I will be scheduling it, and you guys can go to that, thing and hit the reminder if you want to come tonight. If you can come, we're gonna play game, chit chat. Um, oh, your grandpa's in the hospital. Yes, we will pray for him, Abby. But yeah, I'll be back tonight, and we can hang out and have some fun. Thanks for coming in, Candy Hudsonite. Maybe I should just call you Hudsonite. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to get some things done and eat something, and I will be back tonight. So, hope everybody has a great day, and I will talk with all of you later. Bye.